Here are my best practices as a special ed teacher in the general education setting at the high school. I currently have 3 roles. I am resource teacher focusing on reading, inclusion teacher, and also case manage. These are practices in the reading. Best practice to teach reading is explicit instruction to address those concerns. Additionally, I co-teach in English 9, Math 10, and Math 11. As teachers, we are all busy. It is best practice to make time when collaborating with our colleagues. Part of this practice is for us to include our administrators so we all work as a team. Small group is not done on a daily basis. The aim of inclusive education aims to provide education in the least restrictive environment. In this example, both students from the general ed and students with IEP are pulled out so that the group is still considered as inclusive.
Hi, so for my role as a case manager, these are the best practices that I do for this role. So it involves a lot of planning ahead, the scheduling, compliance, progress monitoring, transition planning, and for me to be able to successfully do this part, especially this part, is to connect with the students. So those practices are driven from this framework, the high leverage practices. So this is my calendar. I wanted to show this to everyone because I'm talking about case management pros. It's like this is my Google Calendar, obviously. Like as you see, marami dyan nakaschedule siya ahead of time. So for example, the next one is this one, November 1 pa lang. So prior last week, the week before this week, I already spoke to this person. Ito yung college representative. Ito yung general ed teacher. Ito yung administrator. At saka isa pang college representative in case hindi one of them can't attend to the meeting. So, and then also yung parent was already communicated to. And with legal na documentation that needs to be generated here in the system, it's like a legal notice about the meeting. So that's one. And then this is just for the IEP. Meron ding row ed, ito yung review of existing data to determine eligibility. So, 2025 siya, naka-plot na yan siya. Now, in terms of like writing IEP, I have here an example of an IEP that I wrote. This is how Virginia IEP looks like. As you see, so may mga portion na yung mga check is naka-green na, tapos yung iba hindi pa, tapos yung iba X kasi kulang siya ng information. So anyway, online siya, you put the information, tapos click ka, tapos isa-isa. So it takes time. So the way I do it is that, kasi best practice yung pinag-uusapan natin, I want to do it like fast. So I type everything here in a document, tapos nandito ko na siya nilalagay lahat. And then, isa-isa ko na lang siyang pina-plug later as soon as this is completed. This is online. Sometimes, kapag nawawala yung internet kasi and I keep losing data, so this was the solution that I have made. And then after this one, yung isang buong IEP is like 25 pages. So ganito siya kadami yung document. But then that's not what we give to the to the general ed teachers. So we generate an IEP at a glance. Ito yung para siyang summary. So hindi yung buong 25 pages hindi bigay mo. Practice after every time you generate or complete an IEP, mag-generate ng IEP at a glance. And then you share that to your teachers. And the reason we do that is because departmentalized kami, so that everybody knows who is an IEP student in every inclusion class that they push into. So IEP at a glance ng isang bata, and then as you see, nandito yung information niya, tapos nandito yung goals, tapos classroom accommodations, ito yung pinapakita, ito yung importante na malaman ng general ed teacher. And if you don't know, you need to ask questions. Ito naman yung statewide assessments, tapos ito yung services. So, summary lang siya. So, we generate that and then give that to the teachers. So, as naman on our end, as a SPED teacher, bini-breakdown namin siya kasi like, ang daming bata in every class eh. So, we consolidate them, we put them in a spreadsheet. So, for example, ako ganito yung schedule ko. So, on an A day, I have second block ng geometry, tapos 20 ka bata, may 6 ka bata doon na may IEP. So, I make sure na alam ko kung ano yung services at saka accommodations ng bata in that class. So, kino-consolidate ko siya from this information. Kasi ito naman itong batang ito, I could just be seeing this chart but I may not be necessarily the one na sumulat ng IEP, kaya important na i-share siya sa mga teachers. Tapos yun, best practice namin, sinishare namin niya siya talaga. So, I know some of you here have had issues na walang communication from the SPED teachers. So, I don't know about them, but with us, best practice namin, kino-communicate talaga namin yung mga teachers. Well, nobody's perfect. Us, we have tons of stuff to do. Like, to me lang, personally, I do case management, I write these IEPs. I also have my own class, I write my own lesson plan, and then I also learn other classes like English, like literacy, English 9, Math 10, and then Math 11. So, it's a lot of stuff to like learn and do at the same time. So, best practice then, maybe like on the general ed teachers end is to like communicate to us. Pero initially, kasi like we are the ones who know more. It is our job, kasi it's our job to implement what's on the IEP, right? So, it's our job to to make sure na yung teacher, na general ed teacher knows what to do and then know the accommodations on every bata. Kasi like on some cases, like what if I have a meeting and I can't be present sa class kasi I have to be somewhere else. So yeah, it's good practice to be collaborating. So anyway, going back, this is the accommodation. So kino-consolidate ko siya. So ganyan, fourth block, English na naman, B-day na naman, English 11, ganyan. So naka-consolidate. So that's per classroom accommodation. Tapos naman for our progress monitoring, ito yung ginagawa namin. So naka-per ko siya. Basically no, this document was shared to all the special ed teachers kasi nga nagpupush kami sa iba-ibang classes, right? And then other case managers work with our students. Like on this case, ito kasi important talaga mag-collaborate. So ito si Dr. Ruffin, we have a very good relationship. So yan, sinishare niya, siya yung naminit niya yung mga bata in my roster na sa English classes niya. So ito, yung mga goals from this document, so kinakopy namin. And then we consolidated it to this spreadsheet. Tapos yung black kanya, tapos itong purple akin. So reading ito, so ito yung goal para pagpasok namin sa class, we know what to do kasi nga specially designed instruction. And then ito naman yung progress note summary. So every month, we need to monitor progress ng students. So ayan, ina-update namin ito regularly. So sa kanya yung black, sa akin yung purple. So reading, writing, and then math. So ganyan na mga progress monitoring na best practices. Another thing is the accommodation sa mga statewide accommodation. Ang dami, no? So merong mga classroom accommodation, tapos meron din statewide accommodation. So ito naman, grades 9, 10, 11, and 12. So ina-update namin ito regularly kapag may IEP na update rin. Kasi nga, nire-review siya annually. So in the beginning of the year, we consolidate yung IEPs at saka mga accommodations from this document. So ito naman, paisa-isa yan. So every bata, kinukulik namin yung information na yan, and then we put that into this spreadsheet para alam ng lahat. Tapos the same spreadsheet is shared sa maraming tao nakakakita. So basically, well, these are not just people. So mga case manager at saka administrator at saka guidance counselor. So I think that's it so far. So accordingly, I mean, all those practices that we do and I implement as a special education teacher in the general education setting is driven from this framework. And I think that's about it. So thank you so very much. Have a good day. Bye.